Hello, I'm Dr. Mark Newman, and I'd like to welcome you back. Remember, we believe that when you change your health, you will change your life, and our goal for you is to add years to your life and life to your years. We've been talking about the thyroid gland. Today, we're going to talk to you about hypothyroidism, and we're going to talk to you about 7 weight loss tips for hypothyroidism and Hashimoto's thyroiditis. I'd like to invite you back next week when we continue talking about topics that concern your health. And if you find this helpful, share it with your family, friends, and loved ones that can also benefit from this information. Now remember, when you have hypothyroidism, because the thyroid is the master gland of all things metabolic with the body, there's a slowdown of all your metabolism. So your likely signs and symptoms, weight gain, sluggishness, brain fog, overall feeling of well-being has gone. Your energy is not there. Your get up and go has got up and went. So we always tell you, first and foremost, the foundations of health are diet, exercise, and stress reduction. Well, I will tell you that because your metabolism has really slowed down and backed off, those might not be enough. So you might have to take it to the next level. So the first thing we're going to talk to you about is get rid of those simple sugars and simple carbs. Now you might think just cutting back is enough, but if you're watching your scale and you don't see the results you're looking for, you're going to have to cut even deeper and really be careful about what you're taking in. We also want you to watch sodium. Because your metabolism has slowed down, the chances are you might have a problem with hypertension, and sodium, too much salt in your diet, is going to put you at higher risk for hypertension. The next thing we're going to talk about is your gut health. Your gut, 60 to 70% of your immune system is in your gut, and also what your body is able to digest, assimilate, and utilize is imperative on good gut function. So a probiotic, fermented foods can help optimize your gut function and thus optimize absorption of your food, your nutrients, vitamins, minerals, supplements, and maybe medication if you're on medication for your hypothyroidism. The next thing we want to talk about is inflammation. Inflammation is the root cause of all aging, degeneration, and disease. So we want to avoid inflammatory type foods. What's that mean? For most of us, that means we need to minimize or eliminate the grains and dairy in our diet. When we do that, that's also going to help improve our liver function, and the liver is where about 60% of the conversion of the inactive T4 hormone to T3 takes place. So as you improve your gut function, your liver function, that's going to help your overall health. Okay, next, let's talk about movement. Movement is life. Physical and mental movement are life, and throughout your life, you have to maintain movement if you want to maximize your health. Specifically with hypothyroidism, a lot of you are struggling with weight gain and difficulty losing that weight. So I'm going to tell you, you've got to find an exercise you'll do. We usually will tell you that for most of you, resistance exercise is going to give you the most bang for your buck. When you do it at a rapid pace, you're going to get your resistance and your cardiovascular exercise done. It's also going to help with a lot of you might have depression because of the slowdown of your metabolism. Your body's not working well, you don't feel well. You might have issues with blood sugar, loss of bone density. All of these things will benefit when you improve your exercise regimen. Now, the next thing we'll tell you is for most of you, you will benefit from eating small portions of food more frequently, if possible, depending on your job and activity level and so forth. But if you could just eat smaller portions, say maybe every 3 or 4 hours, for one thing, because your metabolism is slowed down, your digestive system might not be working as well either. So small amounts of food are easier for your body to digest, assimilate, and utilize. Some of you are going to tell me, I'm doing all those things. I'm not eating that much. I'm watching my exercise. I'm working on my stress and so forth. What I'm going to tell you to do then is keep a food diary. Oftentimes, we really don't even know what we're taking in. We think, we're just taking in a small amount of food, but you would be surprised. Keep a food diary for the next 7 to 10 days and see really what you are taking in. That way you can measure your calories, show us your fluids, show yourself your fluids, and then I want you to also write down your activity level for the day. So you're measuring 3 important factors there. The next thing Let's talk about making sure that we're compliant with our healthcare provider, maybe your dietitian, your trainer, whoever that might be. Make sure you're compliant with your medication and or your supplementation. If you need it, you need to utilize it. If you're missing it, you're probably missing a major piece of the puzzle of maximizing your health. So there you go, folks. 7 weight loss tips for those of you with hypothyroidism. We look forward to seeing you next time. Thanks again for watching tonight. I'd like to invite you to take a look at our blog post where we discuss these topics in more detail. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Give us a like on Facebook. Leave us a comment with questions or topics you'd like us to cover. This is Dr. Mark Newman. I appreciate you joining us.